was a video. Question and answers. I don't know if you guys remember, but like a few months ago maybe, I don't know when it was. I posted on Instagram if you had any questions specifically for us or specifically for Marlo, ask them and we'll answer them. So we are going to do that, hopefully. Alright. First one, where do you buy Marlo's clothes and my clothes? So lately we've been doing a lot of secondhand. Or like my mom will send us a lot of clothes, which we are fighting with all the time, and trying to get her to stop doing that. I mean, we appreciate it, Mom. We love you so much, but please. So right now we're doing a lot of secondhand stuff. I've been checking like Poshmark or ThredUp, or if we need to, we'll check out the thrift store too. That's less likely. It's just easier to do it online. There's like everything there. Other than that, we try to find some sustainable brands. I will put together a blog post if you guys want on with specific links to specific brands for sure. Does Marlo pick out her own clothes? Do I like to influence what she wears? Does she shop with me on stores or online? Is she content wearing what I get for her? So sometimes she's content. She's very picky about her clothes. She definitely dresses herself. Usually what I'll do is if I'm looking because she needs something specific, I'll have a few tabs open of things that I like, and then I'll be like, all right, Marlo, pick your favorite, because if I just pick it for her, there's a good chance that she won't like it and then it goes to waste. So Marlo, is very specific on what she likes, as she should be. So it's the same as I don't want my mom sending me clothes and I'm just expected to like them. I want to pick what I want because it's way more sustainable to be able to pick what you like and then wear what you like instead of kind of liking something. Yeah, and then you have something in your closet that you don't really love. The whole point is to love something. So I definitely let her do her thing, and luckily she likes a lot of the things I like. So that's good. Let's see. Somebody wrote, I was curious if you could write about Marlo's friendships at some point. I work with elementary school kids, and I feel like a big part of school is learning to socialize, as well as having other adults besides parents to listen to, look up to, etc. Okay, so friendships. Marlo has tons of friends. She loves her friends, asks to see them every day. We don't see them every day, unfortunately, but that's the sad part. But that's also, I think, most kids' real life. I mean, obviously she's going to school next year, but this was intended, this question, for when we were just solely homeschooling. But even tonight, she has a friend sleeping over. It's summertime. We try to see friends at least a couple times a week. So, I don't know. Do you feel like you're lacking in friends? No. She makes friends everywhere. It's really not.
Even kids who don't speak my language.
Yeah, even when we travel, she will find friends and they will communicate in their own way and learn from each other, and it's pretty cool. Let's see. As far as having other adults around, I mean, she definitely does. Definitely my friends are her friends. We have a friend who lives in the building here actually, and she'll ask if she can
That's only because he has a cute dog.
Well, it's not only because he has a cute dog. He also loves Daniel too.
Yeah, but I really like
Okay, she likes Daniel for his dog. Sorry, Daniel. But she is definitely friends with my friends.
I like Raha.
She loves Raha. We love you, Raha. If you ever watch this, you probably won't because you're so disconnected, but that's okay. But she gets along with adults. She's pretty adaptable. Fits in a kid situation pretty well and fits in an adult situation pretty well. Not really worried about that. What is your favorite book at the moment?
Every Shot and the End of Time.
Every Shot and the End of Time. She just read that one a couple times actually, probably, right? But that one, I haven't read it myself, but from what I've looked into it, actually one of you guys recommended it to us, which is cool. Hmm?
It's based on Hindu mythology.
It's based on Hindu mythology. It's really cool. There's a girl as the main character, and she's like pretty cool, right? Like she's a powerful young little girl.
But in the book, she fights demons wearing her pajamas because
Sometimes you have to fight the bad guys in your pajamas, you know. Did you finish Harry Potter?
Yes, I read all the books and movies.
All the books, all the movies, check, all of them. She is Slytherin, if you guys are wondering, but I think you know.
I took the Harry Potter quiz test and it said I'm Slytherin.
Which is great, I guess, because she already got the Slytherin cape, so whatever. Favorite craft project?
I like coloring.
Yeah, she's been in coloring more on big on like textile crafts, you know, anything with yarn, weaving,
Cool.
things, flash hook, whatever. Where is your favorite place you've traveled to and why?
I like London because I liked going to, well, one of the reasons is because they have really cute dogs. And the
There's
other
so many cute dogs in London. Oh my
And the
God.
other reason is because they have the Harry Potter scene sets.
Yeah, that was fun. Another favorite?
Paris.
You like Paris? So
Because I can actually eat the bread there. Well, it's like, they're gluten-free. We make gluten-free.
because there's a lot of gluten-free bakeries in Paris. I was like, we didn't eat the bread there. But yeah, we went to a lot of gluten-free bakeries. I wrote about that. They were delicious. We need more of that here. For me, I guess my favorite place, you guys know this, it's Mexico. Over and over again, it's Mexico. I love Guatemala as well. India was awesome, but it's always Mexico. Do you remember visiting San Francisco when you were little?
Sort
Sort of. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Is Marlo shy when meeting new people?
Well, I am shy for the first 5 minutes, but once I get to start to know the people more, I'm very into them.
Yeah, so she can be shy. It depends on her mood. There's definitely times where she is more outgoing, but for the most part, she's shy at first. It's cool. Whatever. I'm shy and awkward all the time anyway. Okay. What do you want to do as a future job?
I want to be an author that writes about, like a kid author that writes about pollution problems, but for kid books.
Yeah, she writes books in a room all day long. So I think it would be cool to, get a message out, So that's cool. I'm into that. I'm into whatever you want to do, boo. Why did you choose Slytherin?
Because I kind of just like Slytherin. I just like snakes and stuff.
I like snakes too.
And I like Professor Snape.
I love Snape too. It's one of my faves. And that creepy lady, what's her name?
Oh, Umbridge is not a Slytherin.
Well, she's still creepy.
I know, but she's not a Slytherin.
Well, I like Umbridge. She's my character for sure. What, I guess, did you like about, or what did you like and dislike about being homeschooled?
For dislike, you're not being with other kids sort of,
Mm-hmm.
because at school you'd have recess
Yeah, you have
sometimes.
all your friends around.
Yeah, and you also have recess and then you'd be able to play with your friends every day.
Mm-hmm. And what did you like about it?
I liked it because I was able to wake up at whatever time I wanted.
That's true. And travel whenever you wanted. And hang out with the coolest person.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Favorite movie?
Harry Potter.
No surprise. How we homeschool, we
World school.
world school, we unschool, we don't have a set curriculum. We kind of
We everything school.
we everything school. It's basically we, especially myself, and Marlo's this way too. We love to research and love to learn, and Alex too. He's not as nerdy, I would say, as I am, and not as intense about researching everything as I am. But he's very into it as well. So it's just every day. It's just a day to learn. We may not be sitting there with books every day, but we're definitely learning and teaching every day. And it's great, you know, like we sat the other day and just watched like 20 million TED Talks in a row.
Not 20.
Not 20 million, but like 15 to 20. And then each TED Talk would bring up questions on how or what or why, and then we would research from there and then pick another topic. So go like that, you know. She's learning it with us every day and learning even more when we travel, and we like that. Let's see. Are we unschoolers?
Yes.
What is your key advice for a relationship to work? Well, work on yourself. Know yourself, know your flaws, your positive traits, and then go from there. Like, the more you know yourself, the better you'll function with any relationship, whether it's like my relationship with Alex or my relationship with Marlo. Like, I need to know myself really well to be able to, you know, function with the people around me. So it's that, you know, get to know yourself and eat more fruit, because fruit makes people feel good, and if you feel good, the relationships around you will be good. How do I get my kid to read books like Marlo does? Well, kids learn by example. I have a whole blog post about that, like about raising a kid and how to have a good one, I guess. But yeah, they follow your example. So if you're reading, you're learning, they're gonna do that. If you're constantly just sitting with a screen in front of you or watching stuff, they're gonna do that too. I mean, we obviously like to watch stuff. I'm not saying like we don't.
But we watch sometimes not but sometimes we mostly watch like documentaries.
Yeah, we mostly watch documentaries. Obviously, there's some Gilmore Girls or Queer Eye thrown in there, but
I like Queer.
yeah, but it's mostly documentaries. So yeah, and she also just like never has alone time with the device. Not that like we don't trust her or anything. She just doesn't need it, you know. Like, kids don't need to be entertained by a screen in front of their face. The only screen time she has is if we're watching something or together, and it's like an intentional turn it on, let's watch something, and then we turn it off. Or if we're traveling, long plane rides or any plane ride, it doesn't matter, and any car trip over 2.5 hours, she's allowed to use a device. So I think that helps a lot. If there's just books everywhere and then no device time, right? Maybe, I don't know. All right, let's see. Okay, we had a mishap. It stopped recording on us, and we answered like a ton of questions, but yeah, without recording. Favorite movie, thoughts on vaccines. Okay, feels very repetitive now. I think it's one of those things, like, whether it's taking a medication or eating meat or not eating meat, or whatever you're gonna do in life that's very, you know, that could affect your health greatly, you have to research it yourself. Like, you can't just ask somebody else. Like, that's just, I mean, you can, but like, you still gotta research it yourself and see where your comfort level is. For me, my problem is that there's a lot of crap in vaccines. There's like crap that should not go in your body in them. Some are better than others. You can go right online and like see what's in it. So if you can be choosy on how and what and when you're gonna do it, that's probably the best thing you could do. But like, you really gotta research it and see for yourself. Next travel spot that you haven't been before, maybe Costa Rica. Maybe in March. We might
Do a retreat.
We might be hosting a family sustainable based retreat. Just want to put it out there in the world. I don't know if it's happening for sure, but if it happens, that'd be pretty cool.
So don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up, but let's all hope that this comes together, because that would be fun. And then we'll be there and be lectures, teaching, activities, kids, adults, fruit, lots of fruit. You come decorate my house.
Yeah.
If you're local, you can hire us. You can decorate it. We're also going to have an estate sale soon, so you can come buy all of our stuff, put it in your house, and presto. Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Harry Potter.
She hasn't started Lord of the Rings yet. Hopefully she will. I think she'll like it. What are you planning on doing school-wise when Marlo starts higher education? Not sure if this is referring to high school or college. As far as high school, we'll have to see. We'll have to see where we are. I mean,
Probably gonna
she's,
be in Mexico.
we're probably going to be in Mexico. That's the goal. The goal is Mexico, in which case she'll probably go to some international school, and I don't know. We'll see. We don't have a lot of big plans. We just are kind of seeing what the future holds for us. As far as college, it depends what career path she chooses. You know, we definitely don't feel like she has to go to college. Both Alex and I are not the types that really thrived in a proper educational setting. We both went to school and did that, but neither one of us loved it. So we would never kind of force that on her. But obviously there are careers that require college. So, and even if she chooses a career that doesn't require it, but just loves studying and learning, great, you know. If you want to go to college, maybe. Maybe. We're cool with it. We'll see what happens. Best tips on becoming a minimalist. Do you have any tips on becoming a minimalist?
Go through your closet and put it in a giant pile of all your stuff you have and sort through it.
Like Marie Kondo?
Yeah.
Marlo likes Marie Kondo a lot. When we were in Mexico, we watched a lot of Marie Kondo videos at night. So yeah, becoming a minimalist, it's also hard. I think you have to really look within first before you can go through everything else. Like, most people, I think they're shopping and buying and consumerism in general, it comes from like a need to fill a void, not always, but oftentimes. And I think once you can feel satisfied with yourself, the things around you become less important. Like, yes, I still want to be in a beautiful space that's like aesthetically pleasing and comforting, and that I've like thoughtfully curated, but like I don't need a lot of things to find satisfaction. Does that make sense? Maybe. So yeah, I think you gotta go within first. But the best thing too, once you do that and you know you're ready to part with things, is just really go through and ask yourself, like, do you need it? Or like Marie Kondo says, does it bring you joy? It's gotta be one of the two. If you don't need it, and it doesn't do anything for you emotionally, you can let it go. Letting go feels good. It becomes addicting to just be like, I don't need you, and I feel good here. I don't know. That's cool. Let's see. How much trash do we make in 1 week? Not a lot. Yeah, not almost anything. Right now we're in the apartment, so our food is technically trash because we're not composting it like we did in our house. So every day, we don't have a trash can. We have a recycling bin. We do have quite a bit of recycling. So for me, that counts as trash. I know it depends on how you look at it. And then as far as a trash can, we have a giant bowl on the counter where food scraps go, like banana peels, papaya peels, whatever else. As far as like actual trash that can't be recycled or composted, we have like the wires that come around, like the cilantro or like the stickers on fruit. But that's really it. Like, I'm trying to think if we have other trash. Do you make trash? You don't make trash.
I mean, I have the recycling trash and like the
Well, yeah, the recycling stuff, or like paper. But that's it. We don't really make any trash. But again, we're not actually technically composting our food right now since we're in the apartment, so that's counted as trash. But I am hoping to set up a compost system where I'll plan to freeze the bags. We put it in compostable bags, but I mean, that doesn't do much, but if it goes into the landfill. But I'm hoping to freeze that, and then at the end of the week call it over to somebody to compost it for us. But we'll see how that goes. It's in the process. Do you still have your dog?
No.
No. I feel like I've answered this question like 10 million times online now. We don't have our dog. We are super bummed about it.
I want Leo.
We want Leo. He was so sweet at times, but like I don't know what his past was like, but he had like this trigger thing, and we never would know what would trigger him. But once the trigger went off, it was like really scary. He definitely attacked all of her friends, made a few of them bleed. It got like way too dangerous where we just like couldn't do it anymore, because there were points where like when he would switch and get aggressive, he would even try to attack her or me, and I was like, I'm not risking her face to try to train this dog. Like, it just wasn't the responsible choice. So we rehomed him, and it was like,
I'm gonna get a new pet, but this time a lizard.
Pets probably won't happen for a while, especially now that she's going to school. Let's see. Do you plan on staying in Florida long term? You want to answer that?
No.
No. We don't love it here. I mean, we're comfortable. You know, we like the beach. We love our friends and family.
I want to go to Mexico.
We both really want to live in Mexico. Alex wants to live in Mexico too, but he's like, his heart is tied with his job right now, and so right now the plan is Florida. The future will be Mexico, unless Marlo said on Bacalar. I'm open. We'll figure it out. We'll go somewhere. Is Marlo excited about her super awesome new school?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, do me a favor. Don't say the name of the school.
I know.
Okay.
Why?
Because we don't need all the strangers in the world knowing where you go to school. But are you excited?
Yeah.
Yes, we are all super excited for Marlo. I don't think we're excited about waking up early, but we're looking forward to it. What are you most excited about?
Going to yoga class and mindfulness class.
Yeah, yoga and mindfulness. I am not bummed about that. I'm very happy for her. And she's obviously super happy too. If you were a Muppet, which one would you be?
The chef guy, I forgot his name.
I don't know the chef's name either. We're not huge Muppet people.
I like the chef.
Or the Count. One pineapple. Oh.
I like
No pineapples.
No.
No. Okay.
Reminds me of Pete the pineapple.
Aw, Pete.
We ate Pete, which I'm happy.
I had a pineapple. I named him Pete, and then we ate him.
And then she put like sunglasses on him and a mustache.
Whatever. Pete's cool. Where is Alex from? Does he speak Spanish?
He's from Cuba and he speaks a little bit.
Speaks a little, más o menos. He has a great tongue for accents. He can impersonate basically anything. So
Even Gordon Ramsay.
So he's definitely, people can understand him well. So he just, as long as he knows what he has to say, he can get it across. Where I'm the complete opposite. I know like basically any vocabulary word you can ask me. I understand everything, but my accent is the worst thing ever.
So she'll usually just tell Daddy the right word.
And he'll pronounce it for me, because while I understand everything, I just have a hard time communicating it. People will have a hard time understanding me. They understand Alex much better. He doesn't understand everything, but we work, in tandem together. But yeah, half his family's from Cuba. His mother is Jewish American, so he's a good little mix. Are you ever going to visit Ireland?
No.
Maybe. I mean, not no. Maybe if we're like ever out there and like had the opportunity to, like we totally would. I typically like our travel wish list includes warm tropical places filled with fruit. So typically that region of the world isn't frequented for us. But yeah, like my mom loves Ireland. Everyone I know enjoys it, so I'd be into going, but like I would first fly somewhere warm.
Yeah.
Favorite sunscreen? Sorry if it's been asked. We don't actually wear sunscreen. I mean, I wear sunscreen right here because I get like this dark upper lip skin mustache thing. It's not hair, but it's like skin coloring if from the sun. But other than that, we don't wear sunscreen. I know it's like a controversial topic and whatever. I get super annoyed, or it was like sunscreen, 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 sunscreen. Like, no, you need to be smart and not spend 8 hours in like direct sunlight. Can you check if it's still filming? But okay, it is. But the reason people get sunburns is because, like, just like anything else, the sun has to be processed through your body, like the foods you eat or the chemicals you inhale or whatever's around you. So if you're eating a really clean diet, your body's going to be able to process that sun like super quick, and you're not going to get sunburns. It's actually like super weird, and like I started researching it because I like had all these theories in my head, so I started Googling like fruitarians and sunburns and whatever, and it turns out that there's been a lot of people who would frequently sunburn before, and then they went fruitarian, and now they don't sunburn at all.
That's why we don't sunburn at all? Well, you only got one sunburn.
I've had one sunburn ever. I wrote about it on my blog, and it was when I wore a thong for like the first time ever and burnt my poor butt cheeks.
Wait, that was the first time? What about in Mexico?
Okay, it wasn't the first time. It was the first time that my butt was out for extended periods of time. There. Okay. But, you know, if you are going to be out in the sun for like 8 hours straight and you're not going to be in the shade to like get some shade breaks, and you're going to need a sunscreen, we like Alba Botanica. I worked with them like forever ago. Because when she was a baby, I did put a bit of sunscreen on her, and that was always my go-to. It's reef safe, you know, it's a good brand. I don't know, I'm sure there's other better ones out there now, but I don't know, I haven't really researched it yet. Please share names of paint colors in your condo. I'm going to do that. I don't remember actually most of them. I know this one's Sundown. But when I do the home tour, I'll link everything, because some of them I bought directly from the company, and some of them I had them custom make it. So I think they might actually put together a page of the colors, and so it'll all be linked for you guys nice and easily. What's on your hand, Drea? I don't know. Let me see the story. Oh, it was spirulina. My friend Sarah asked me that. My hand was green. It was covered in spirulina. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, that's my life. What's Marlo's biggest or most exciting goal for herself? That's a good question.
Becoming an actor or becoming an environmental lawyer?
That's a good goal. I'm into that. I think your other goal should just be being happy, because that's a good goal. Okay. One meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Dosa!
Dosa. I knew it. Always, it's going to be dosa for her. For me, it's Thai green curry, spicy. It has to be spicy.
I like the dosa and the sambar.
Yeah, all the stuff. Yeah, it can't just be like the dosa wrap itself. It has to be like the platter with like the potatoes, the sambar, the rice, the coconut chutney, but not spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
No spicy for me.
Spicy for me.
What do you mean 3-ish?
Because there's more. Okay. What is Marlo's favorite thing to do and to eat? What's your favorite thing to do? That's like such a general question.
Play Legos.
Play Legos. Probably it is. Tips for keeping fruit flies away. We actually don't have any fruit flies here basically ever. We would sometimes get them in the house, but not often. I mean, probably you just don't want to have rotting fruit in your house. I don't know. I know one trick to get rid of them is if you have them, you want to have like a small dish out with some vinegar and I think some sugar in it, and they'll fly into it and drown. It's not nice, but that's one way to get rid of them once you have them. We don't really get them though, so I don't know. We have like a ton of fruit. Home cleaning products. We use 7th generation with vinegar. I don't know. We use vinegar in our hair, but your hair is not a home. Well, unless it is a home for little animals. No. What does Alex do for a job? He's a chef. He's been in kitchens since he was in high school, and now he's a sous chef. Next year he'll be starting a new gig where he'll be the main chef. He's definitely like the broody chef type, you know, like a little more serious and chefy.
I thought all chefs were chefy.
Yeah. Another, what does your husband do? And then what do I do, or do I blog full time? I do blog full time. Most of my income used to be primarily blog stuff. Now it's mostly Instagram or photography jobs. You know, I don't like to be like, I'm a photographer. I typically say I'm a blogger, but I do make a good bit of my income creating photography for brands, which I love doing actually. I really enjoy doing it. I don't ever want to like solely do that full time, but I really do enjoy it. Do you miss your yard and all the easy access to fruit trees? Currently, we're still using our yard and our fruit trees, so I can't miss it yet. I will miss it when we sell the house, yes, but I plan on.
Because of your papaya.
Yeah, my papaya. I plan on planting papayas at my dad's house. I mean, I would prefer if my dad would just plant the papayas for me, but I have to do it, so I gotta do it. Marlo, how do you feel about being an only child?
I'm good with it.
She's good with it. That's good. Good to hear. That makes me feel better. I mean,
Because I'm very protective of my stuff.
she's very protective of her stuff, mostly her Legos. You know.
Some of the pieces Legos get mixed.
I get it. You know, because we're all a little anal about order in our house, and so we're perfectionists, yeah. So I guess, you know, if there was another kid, what if the kid wasn't a perfectionist, like the three of us? Then we would all just stare at the kid all day long, mortified, being like, oh my God, where did you come from? But yeah, so that's good that you feel good. Why are you selling your house? Definitely talked about that in the blog post about selling the house. How do you protect Marlo's skin from the Florida sun? I already talked about this, but yeah, the cleaner you eat, the easier it'll be to process the sun and you won't burn. That being said, you know, you just be mindful of how much sun you're directly getting. That also helps. If we were to be in the sun for like 8 hours straight, I would probably put a sunscreen on her, but we don't do that. We take shade breaks and that's pretty easy. I also want to add that, you know everybody's concerned about skin cancer, and yes, it's definitely a concern, but it happens, and the reality is that the most dangerous types of skin cancer are typically found in areas on your body that don't even see the sun. So whether it's between your thighs or under a butt cheek or wherever it is, it's in the fattier regions of your body that get the most dangerous types. So if you just think about that, you know, it's hidden areas that don't see the sun. So how do you explain that? It's really, for me, it's not like, oh, the sun caused this direct sunscreen. It's no, that if you're like overloading your body with toxins, there's going to be a cancer that develops somewhere. And if your skin is your weak point, it might develop there. So for us, it's a whole body protection thing versus I'm going to put sunscreen and that's going to protect me. It's not. You could still very well get skin cancer on your butt or wherever else. So sunscreen's not the be all, save all for your body. That's just not how it works. Opinion, take it or leave it, whatever. What's your skincare like? I'm definitely going to do a blog post on this soon. I keep it super natural. Like half the stuff, if not more, that is found in our bathroom for my skincare routine is actually just kitchen products, whether it's like coconut oil, apple cider vinegar, baking soda, things like that. I do use like...
Wait, use apple cider vinegar for your skin? I thought you used it in your hair.
In my hair, but that's why I like beauty, full body. I do use like a facial cleanser and stuff like that, but I like a scrub. I like a good face scrub. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna blog about this soon. Probably when we get back from Guatemala, because I'm not taking everything with me. Yeah. There we go. Another round of questions done. We hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A too, and
very long video.
this very, very long video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the vlog. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're fun, right? We're cool.
Cool.
No, we're nerds. We're okay with it. Bye.